go by the name Rawlo Patrick, popularly known as Rawlo, music producer, artist, songwriter, ghostwriter, CEO, entrepreneur, everything about the entertainment in one package. I stay Benson Street and my studio up Mama Point. That's all about me. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, to be precise, and Calabar boy, you know. If I wasn't a producer, what would I be by now? I'd probably be a lawyer, because I remember back in the days I was sent to a law school, you know, so I'd probably be a lawyer by now. Okay, personally, weakness, I'm battling loyalty right now. Like, I hardly trust, I have trust issues. I hardly trust people because I found myself loyalty is a missing factor. For example, Liberia, where you have a lot of talented people, and you want to tap in and help. And the problem is, in the future, I'll be thinking about loyalty, because loyalty is hard to find out here, especially from a country that just came from war. You know, the biggest war out here is hate, so to find loyalty out here is hard. So I'm still trying to battle that for now. Alright, for me, I think the best song I've ever produced, even though a lot of people like have a lot of different, you know, favorite songs for me, I think the best song I've ever produced in my career was I Did That, featuring Led QB, Sweets, and Jewel and myself. I think that was my favorite song, I Did That. My favorite part of being a producer, a music producer, like, you know, when I'm producing, I feel like a god. So my favorite part is the platform it gives me to create, because, you know, music producing has to do with creating. So my favorite part is the creative aspect of the music. Like, I have a lot of rooms to accept what I don't want and what I want, you know, like telling an artist, no, I don't want that line, I want this other line. Or when, in regards to the sound, I'm choosing between the sounds that I want to use depending on the kind of music and the kind of, you know, feel I find myself producing. So it gives me room to choose and not to accept. So I feel like a god when I'm producing. So that's my favorite part. But the least part is, you know, like when you don't have a good artist in the studio, is very devastating. Like telling the artist what to do every second and he's not getting it. So that part is the part that I don't really like about producing, because, you know, when you work with a good artist, you have the best part of your production come out quickly. And when you don't have a good product in the studio, like the artist is not all that good, that's the part I don't ride with. Apart from music production, what else do I do? Yeah, I mentor upcoming producers, I mentor upcoming artists, you know, like apart from music and everything outside music field, I do street hustle, you know. Like when I say street hustle, you know, a lot of things is involved, but just stop there for now, and that's it. My favorite Liberian artists, I'll give you two favorite Liberian artists, a male and a female. I start with the female. Sweets is my favorite female artist ever in Liberia, and for the male side is Rawlo. What differentiates me between other music producers is, First of all, I would like to say my style of production is very simple. Anybody that produces with me will tell you, I don't just sit back and watch you struggle with your lyrics or watch you struggle with the sound. I'm into the song while we're producing because I believe it's a teamwork. So I'll listen to your lyrics and edit it maybe after your recording or before your recording, depending on how the situation is. And another thing I want to believe differentiates me from other producer was my sound. Because like when I came in the industry, the sound I hear was different. I would like to say the sound I hear was different. It was just like hip-hop and techno sound. So when I came in, I started reintroducing the Afro-pop sound. By then, we never had like a lot of fusion. If you listen to most of my songs, you could see me fuse Afro and trap way back, like as far back as 2013, 11, 13, like that. So I think all this makes my sound different from other producers, and that makes me outstanding from other producers. And lastly, I would like to say the way I bring myself down, because like, you know, I remember some experience like somebody walking the studio and was like feeling intimidated to how I would respond and how I would handle it. But you know, when I start producing and start liking the style, and I always bring myself down to the writer's, you know, standard to understand what we are trying to create in the studio. So I think that's that. What I like about the industry and what I don't like. Let me go with the like first. So far so good. I like the way the audience are responding to the industry right now. Even though we don't even have one, even though we don't have an industry, let me put it like that. But you know, when I came in way back, it was like 0% for Liberian music, it was 0 likes for Liberian music. But right now, I could like say is up to 40% like for Liberian music. So that's what I like. What I dislike is the fact that up till now there hasn't been an industry in Liberia. I wouldn't say there's an industry here. I don't believe there's an industry here because everybody is just doing their thing. We don't have the stakeholders, don't meet on a daily basis to plan for the industry and see the future of the industry. So I don't like that part that we don't have an industry, and I don't like the fact that Liberian artists are still underrated in their own country in regards to when they bring a foreign artist down here. They don't see Liberian artists to be anything, but at the end of the day, they still want them around. So that's the fact I don't like about the industry, and the fact that artists kill themselves, burn their night and day, and curate. At the end of the day, the government is not even looking towards that aspect. They're not even looking towards the entertainment aspect. I don't like the fact that we don't have no cinema for shows. There's no venue for shows when it's raining. So we only have one season to do our shows, which is the dry season. I don't like that fact. A lot of things I don't like about the industry. If I want to keep going, we'll not stop today. So that's just that for now. What accomplishment I want to accomplish in the next 5 years? In regards to my sound, I'm still after upgrading my sound for the meantime. And within 5 years, I believe that my sound will be to the level I want to see it be. And probably I'll be on my way to Grammy, because we've already done MTV Base, we've done other awards, so Grammy is the highest. So probably in the next 5 years, I'll be on the road to Grammy. That's where I see my sound. Okay, so the funniest experience in my whole production for now. When I got bigger, my name became a household name in Liberia. I decided to take my production to the rural area. So we started from Kagata. So Kagata was a phase out of town, you know, production I had. So when I arrived at the venue, the organizers were like telling me, oh, you need to come outside your hotel room The whole place is jam-packed, everybody want to produce with you. So when I got outside, I saw a lot of people outside the hotel room. I was like impressed. Wow, this country has a lot of artists. So after setting up my studio equipment and everything, I told the organizer to start letting the artists in one after the other. So this other artist came in. I can't remember his name though, but when he came in, he was so frightened and was so disturbed. So I had to pause first and ask him, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." I said, "Alright, that's the mic. Go on the mic. Let's hear what you have." And the beat was playing. So when he got on the mic, he stood there for long, confused. Before I could realize the whole thing, he started peeping on himself. So I was like, what's happening to you? It's like, oh, I couldn't stand recording with you. I've been hearing about you. So, I mean, it was funny though to the organizer, but to me, it wasn't all that funny. It was just like, wow, I've gotten big that, like when underground artists sees me, they mess on themselves. So I think it was funny. But to me, it was just a plus to me. So I've been inspired by Dr. Dre, I've been inspired by Don Jazzy, and I've been inspired by Mastercraft. And what really inspired me about them is that, as for Dr. Dre, he's the father of hip hop, the producer for hip hop and all that. So like, I think I belong to that generation. I think I belong to that tribe, that kind of people, because we are the creators of this music. And from my standpoint right now in the industry, I believe I brought a sound in the industry that wasn't accepted years back, and right now is the leading sound. And I feel I was inspired by them too, especially Dr. Dre. But for the Don Jazzy and the Mastercraft, one thing about Mastercraft is that I admire Mastercraft because it's not just sitting down in Nigeria and say, oh, I want to do it for Nigerian people alone. No, it goes around Africa, like spread the gospel of his production around. And that's the type of person I am. I'm inspired by him a lot. Mastercraft, shout out Mastercraft. And in the nearest future, I think I'll be doing the same, like carrying my production around Africa, Europe, and America, and other places. So this is why I'm very inspired by them. And for Don Jazzy, is the fact that he's eager for the underground artists. That has been my call from the onset of the industry in Liberia. If you really check how I've been producing. So I always go out for the underground, the unnoticed, the person that has that talent but is hidden. That's what I've been doing. So I'm inspired by Don Jazzy also. Shout out Don Jazzy. My advice to upcoming producers and engineers out there is focus. There's a lot you need to learn. Up till now, I'm still learning, and there's no time to stop learning. So if you're focused and you'll be at the top of your game. So I keep telling upcoming producers to focus, go out for the training sound, get to know everything that's training out there. Don't just sit down one place, because if you sit down one place, you become an old producer. But to keep being new in the game, you have to like go out for the trending sound, get to know what's happening, how the world is responding to each sound. Before it was hip hop, right now it's like trap. But I'm not saying that hip hop is not still there, because I could name a lot of artists that are still maintaining hip hop. But the stuff here is that there's a fusion that is floating around. So as an upcoming producer, you could tap into that realm, fuse your own sound, create your own. The world is yours to create. So have the freedom, the liberty to create anything you feel like as an upcoming artist without being ashamed of your production. Whether your production is not tight, is not cool, is under limit, is limited, keep doing your thing. One day you'll be at the top of your game. That's just that for now. It's Rawlo. What's up, everybody that's watching this? I want you guys to log on Facebook right now and follow MME TV Liberia. on Facebook, on YouTube, and Instagram.